This was like 2 years back. We were teenagers, and like every teenager, we thought we knew everything. For the sake of the story and identity, I will call my friends Braden, DJ, Lewis, and Kyle as their names. Anyways, we were at Braden's house, and it was night. His parents were all sleeping, so his dumb teenagers come up with the idea of ding-dong ditching. DJ also came up with the idea to wear a ghillie suit. This was to see who could hide in a neighbor's yard the longest. As a team, we voted for Lewis to wear it first, then Kyle, and me. We all decided to leave the house through Braden's room window. His room was ground level, so we didn't have to jump. After Lewis, with his ghillie suit, went to a house that was like 4 streets away from Braden's house. He went to the door, rang it, and hid next to a bush. The rest of us watched from a distance. Then a guy that was like 5'8" or 5'9" and was overweight walked out the door. He yelled, "Who is it?" And we all stayed quiet. He then turned around and said, "If this is a joke, then fuck off," and closed the door, so everyone quietly yelled to Lewis to just leave the property. However, he didn't listen. Instead, he went to the door and rang it again. Then he hid in the same spot. Then the guy came back out, and he was holding a bat. He scanned his yard and saw Lewis. The man said, "What are you doing here?" and raised the bat. We immediately feared for Lewis, but Lewis, with his quick thinking, pushed him over, which was easy because Lewis, for his age, was already 6 foot. Anyway, he pushed him over and ran away. DJ and I followed Lewis while Braden and Kyle went for Braden's house, I assume. The reason Lewis didn't head for Braden's house was so that if he was being followed, Braden didn't get in trouble. Then the 3 of us ran 2 streets away from that house and further away from Braden's house. We then hid behind a different house whose lights were not on, and we assumed this person or family was asleep. Then we saw a figure walk on the streets and was way skinnier, so we thought it was Kyle coming back for us. So we came out and whispered for him to hide with us. However, our eyes soon met the eyes of a guy way older than us and said, "So you the ones ding-dong ditching?" Immediately we ran and went into a forest. Not knowing where we were heading, none of us turned around. Lewis dived in a bush, so DJ and I did the same. We didn't see the man. Now that I look back, I think it was because he didn't want to do too much for a group of ding-dong ditchers. Now back to the story. Once we knew we had lost him, DJ took out his phone and saw 10 missed calls from Braden. So he called back, and Braden immediately answered. He asked where we were, and we gave our location. He asked if we were safe, and answered no. He said why, and we answered that people knew who we were and what we did. Braden asked if he could help, and we said no. After all, we wouldn't want more people getting involved. DJ hung up the phone and went on Google Maps. Luckily, we had signal here. DJ started leading us out of the forest. And once we're about to head out, we saw a group of no more than 5 people walking with a flashlight, including the man we ding-dong ditched. He still had a bat and he was pissed. We looked at each other and realized if we wanted to make it out unnoticed, we had to do it silently. So once they passed the street in front of the forest, we ran straight to Braden's, even passing the houses where the people still had lights on. But we didn't care. We just wanted to make it back alive. Once we made it back unnoticed, we answered Braden and Kyle's questions, then slept. There's more to the story, unfortunately, as when I was getting driven to my house, my mother pulled out her phone and had a screenshot of a post on the local neighborhood app saying, quote, "Just got ding-dong ditched by some teenagers. Consider themselves lucky, because I would have taught them a lesson." This was posted minutes after we ding-dong ditched the house. Now it made sense why we saw the one guy and the people with flashlights. I have now moved on from this and have vowed to never ding-dong ditch again. So for the kids reading this, be safe. Don't be dumb.